Scientists make terrifying discovery in the Mariana Trench. Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, we will talk about terrifying discovery in the Mariana Trench. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. So let's get started. When talking about the deepest part of the ocean, many assume that depth is just 1,000 meters. Well, that's not the case, as we are actually talking about 11,000 meters below sea level, a place where sunlight is absent. A world where the water is below freezing and the bone-crushing pressure makes it challenging to explore. Thankfully, our brave scientists have been able to overcome such fears and brace in their quest for exploration. They found a realm full of mysteries and vast possibilities beyond human comprehension. What are the things they discovered? Are there unknown species living there? Join us as we discover what scientists found in the deepest parts of the ocean. The Mariana Trench is the world's deepest undersea location. Its deepest points. Challenger Deep is almost 11,000 meters below sea level, 36,000 feet or nearly 7 miles. To put that in perspective, the average depth of the ocean is 12,000 feet, or about a third of the depth of Mariana's Trench submergence of Mount Everest. The world's highest mountain would leave its summit submerged more than a mile. From that depth, not even the 33,000-foot partially submerged Mauna Kea, the world's genuine tallest mountain, would be able to reach the surface. The Mariana Trench is one of the world's most dangerous places due to its extreme depths. The water temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius and always dark. The enormous water pressure makes life as we know it nearly impossible to. The density of 8 tons per square inch rises with depth. Under this pressure, any air-filled crevice in the human body would collapse in the blink of an eye. Lungs packed with air would collapse, crushing the bones. There have been 4 crew descents into the trench, the first of which was Don Walsh and Jake Pickard in 19. Victor Vesco made the most recent dive in April, and then again in May, making him the first person to dive Challenger Deep twice. Both crewed and uncharted exploration of Earth's deepest location have uncovered numerous fascinating facts, the most striking of which being the existence of life. On January 23, 1960, a human-crewed mission was dispatched to the unknown world at the bottom of the trench. For the first time, the underwater world was disturbed by a submersible Double-Tris, manned by oceanographer Jack Pickard and U.S. Naval Lieutenant John Walsh. Both of them saw life that was strange to humanity at the. One of the most pressing issues they had to address was whether or not life could exist at all in those kinds of extremes. After a 4-hour and 47-minute plunge, Pickard spotted something outside the submersible. He alerted Walsh to the fact that he had seen a fish within seconds of Walsh confirming that it was truly a flat fish. The silts beneath them blocked their vision, and they were unable to photograph what they had just. Many marine biologists scoffed at the U.S.C. theory, claiming that a fish could not possibly survive under such extreme conditions. Late missions answered the question of whether life could exist in the darkness below 11,000 meters. Despite the lack of lights, acidic and cold conditions, more than 200 known microorganisms and tiny critters, including crabs and amphipods, have been discovered to be alive in the tray. Bacteria, crabs, sea cucumbers, octopuses, and fish have all been discovered in the Mariana Trench. Despite its extreme isolation, there appears to be an abundance of life in the trench. Recent expeditions have unearthed a wide variety of organisms dwelling at the bottom of the. In the trench, Xenophores, apos, and holoturians are common residents. While some eat traditional foods, plants, and animals that find their way there, others rely on chemical nourishment from the ground itself. One of Challenger Deep's most amazing inhabitants is a xenophore. Even though these organisms are single-celled, their lengths are measured in. To put it mildly, that's enormous. For a single-celled organism, you'd normally need a microscope to see even one cell. But these monsters are so huge, you'd be able to trip over them to fill the space inside one of these organisms. With average-sized human cells, you'd need roughly 100 billion. These inconspicuous creatures are only one example of deep-sea, gigantic, and its finds. There appears to be a pattern among species that live at extreme depths. They're big, especially when contrasted to similar life forms that live at shallow depths, as well as Xenophores. The ocean floor is home to many other creatures that tower over their more recognizable relatives. The body plan of giant isopods is similar to that of an ordinary pill bug. Without any background, You'd be forgiven for assuming that they were close cousins, and you'd be correct. While pill bugs can fit on the tip of your finger, these sea-dwelling crustaceans are roughly a foot long. Similarly, giant squid have a similar body plan to regular squids and are linked to them, but they are enormous enough to have inspired centuries of terror legends. All of this is due to a fascinating phenomenon that occurs in remote locations such as ocean depths. In a 2006 research, Regar McLean compared deep-sea conditions to those of distant islands because of the scarcity of resources. Gigantic is also widespread on islands. One argument is that life isolated in a smaller area with fewer resources tended to have larger body designs that can better withstand periods of starvation. Another possibility is that animals with fewer predators grow to be larger. What is undeniable is the early life foreigners of the organisms we see on land or at shallower depth found themselves in the deep and expanded to extraordinary sizes throughout. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: the depths are teeming with massive, eerily similar monsters. What's more, it makes you wonder, is it possible that the Mariana Trench is home to monsters? That's something we'll get to. Mariana's snailfish, the world's deepest living fish, was discovered near Guam in 2014 at a depth of 8,000 meters. We are back to the same question that the A.R.D. Welsh marine biologist. How could fish survive in such high pressure conditions and temperatures below 0 degrees Fahrenheit? Without sunlight, the bones and vertebrae would dissolve as a result. Yet the Mariana fishes have created an amazing adaptation. Fish that live near the ocean surface may have an air-filled swim. This aids their ability to float or sink in the water to avoid being crushed. Deep-sea fishes might have given up their air sacs. Many other adaptations have been observed in undersea life: skulls with gaps, cartilage, rich bodies, and even genetic evolution. The deep seas, flora and fauna have also discovered energy and illumination sources other than sunlight. Some have evolved considerably sharper vision, while others have given up the need for seeing and now rely on touch and vibration to communicate in order to attract a mate, surprise a predator. Bioluminescent organisms emit light on their own because photosynthesis is absent. They use chemosynthesis, which converts inorganic molecules into organic ones. Fish carcasses as well as wood that has sunk to the bottom become reliable food sources. The changing ecosystem of the world is the biggest enigma that could be answered by digging deep. Extreme environments such as high pressures, cold temperatures, and complete darkness can aid man's understanding of evolution and how it leads to life as we know. So this was our today's video. I hope you all liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and also share it with your friends and family. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.